Back again, episode 92 of the BackChat podcast. You can find us on socials, backchat_. Email us hello@backchatpodcast.com.au. That's also a website. Don't need to repeat that. Sign up as a patron. We've got lots of great supporters there. Lots of great things on offer. We gave away a really good
it's a mystery.
prize.
Well, you'd know if you're a patron.
That's true. You could go over and have a look. And one last little thing. This week will be the last time that the Shelter Footycast is coming up in the BackChat feed. Go and find it on its new feed, Shelter Footycast. Now that's all out of the way, we've got some exciting news, a big announcement.
Bloody oath. This is actually a big announcement. Sometimes we ham it up a little bit, and we go, yeah, big announcement. It's not actually that big. This is big, and I'm excited.
Okay.
We are officially announcing naming rights partner for 2023, Fleet Network, everybody.
Shit, yeah.
Really bloody good.
Fleet Network.
Fleet Network, come on board. Look, they're going to support the podcast this year. Going to allow us to do some really cool stuff. I'm not going to go too deep into what Fleet Network's about. They're a novated leasing company.
Yes.
They sort you out a new car. Everything's included. All costs are included in a monthly fee. We're going to have the boys on the podcast next week from Fleet Network. Frankie Agostino.
Oh, Frankie.
He's running things over there.
Frank.
Yeah, he is. Big Frank.
Legend. Played over 100 games. Best and fairest for 2007.
Yeah, join the club, Frankie.
Very good. And partner in crime, Garrick Ibbotson.
Garrick.
Former Fremantle docker.
That is correct. Freo Doctor
old
Garrick
Ibbo.
Ibbotson. So those boys will be on the podcast to take us through novated leasing, what it's all about. Look, I had no idea about what novated...
Your mind, you kept coming in and you were talking about it for days.
Novated leasing, I had no idea what it was, and I wish I did when I was a player for so many... We're all sort of getting on board now.
Yes.
It's exciting. It's exciting that Fleet Network's on board with us. So if you are in the space for a new car and you want to look at something, if you're an employee, if you're an employer... We'd appreciate you looking after the guys that are looking after us. So that's Fleet Network, www.fleetnetwork.com.au. Just check them out over there. They're doing some great stuff, and they're going to be with us all year, naming right partners. Bloody exciting.
Yeah,
Hammer.
shit, yeah, isn't it what?
They've also got a good Instagram page as well that talks about like what they're doing and all their deals and stuff. It's actually a really good Instagram page for that.
We may have some more news to announce next week. We've got the boys coming in.
Oh, my God.
We've got Fleet Network as naming right partners of BackChat.
Yep.
If you can remember back the listeners of this podcast, Sammy Coverley, a graphic designer,
Big Sammy.
drives a Tesla.
Does he really?
Yeah.
He may or may not be the only Tesla driver on this podcast within the next couple of weeks.
Yep.
How do we
For
all
now.
How do we all feel about that?
Wow.
Just saying, mate.
Okay, we're talking Teslas.
Talking Tesla.
We're talking
Fleet
Teslas.
Network. Anyway, our buddy good. BackChat powered by Fleet Network.
Yeah, brilliant.
There you go.
All right, I'm happy with that.
Yeah, what an introduction. Welcome.
At least we started on a positive note because
Yeah.
we're about to take a turn down negative street.
That hurts.
Let's get straight into fat chat.
Down disappointment lane.
So we have
Jesus
we have less than a week until D-Day.
Oh, God, yeah,
Our
we do.
final weigh-in, which we all committed to losing a bit of extra weight. Now, Hammer, you started this. You wanted to lose 8 kilos.
Yeah,
to get in shape for
8.1
the
would have
footy
been
season.
exactly what I needed to lose.
That's right. And we've all had mixed, it's been a bit of a roller coaster. We've had highs, we've had lows. Now we have to finish on a high if we're going to finish this strong.
No question.
There's no question.
This is the penultimate week. This
is the
next
penultimate week. We're coming up to it. It's certainly looking like something that initially was, we had 8 to 10 weeks to do it. It was not so much of it was more of a...
It was daunting.
It was a daunting task, but it was a little incline.
Less daunting.
The gradient has gone right up.
Yes, that's
We're
right.
talking climbing Everest in a day.
We're talking, what's the Alpe d'Huez in the Tour de France? We're talking sort of day 17 of the Tour de France, and you're pretty tight.
Yep.
You got to get up the top of the hill, and it's not looking good.
Yeah, well, I mean, I can't remember exactly what we were all at, but you've been going strong. I feel like, Scully, we're
Dan's
Dan's
been
doing
great.
We're looking at an Edmund Hillary and Tenzing Norgay sort of situation here, where we are summiting in a couple of days.
That's right. I think that my problem was that I started strong and then I got complacent.
Didn't you?
So I'll tell you how I'm going. With
Better than starting soft and not even getting anywhere near it.
This is what I had for lunch today. I figured this will tell you where I'm tracking. So I've been trying to drop carbs. So
great way to start.
Eat less bread and rolls and stuff like that. So for lunch, I got up the wrap. Those green spinach wrap.
Yeah.
Shout out to those. They're great. Went to the fridge to have a look
Sure, they're
around
listening.
to see-
Who did we shout out?
Green wraps.
wraps in general. Big part of my life at the moment. Went to the fridge. There was nothing really in there. Went to the freezer and I saw one item and I thought that could be pretty good. It was, you know, when you buy like a 24 pack of like Woolworths party sausage rolls,
Yeah.
and they come connected in threes. Mm-hmm. So I cooked up a log of sausage rolls.
That sounds very carby.
Yeah, that does. The pastry
and then
certainly.
I put it in the wrap with some tomato sauce and some cheese.
Wow.
And,
That's-
and that was the best thing I've ever made.
Wow.
So how does this
So
equate
it's-
to your weight loss?
It's sort of turned a bit. I'm relying on that sort of stuff to
What
eat
are
now
ya?
for lunch. 74.5 down from 81.
So you've
Oh, wow. You've shitted in.
6.5. I'm 6.5 kilos.
And
down.
didn't you say you wanted to lose 7?
8.
8. Okay, well, just don't eat in the weekend.
just
You're
take your
fine.
clothes off, weigh in naked, and you're fine.
Yeah.
Okay,
All right. I was 98 at the start. I think I was 96 maybe 6.8 last week.
Yes.
I think I've had a good week. So I made a pledge to the team that I'd be off the piss as of last weekend. I didn't drink
The BackChat team or the East Perth team?
the BackChat team.
Okay.
So I didn't go out and drink Saturday night, which was the first time in probably
We will cover what you did Saturday
4
night,
months.
though.
Yep. And then Sunday morning, this will sound a bit weird, but I had 4 beers on Sunday morning, which is, well, we'll get to that in a little bit. But felt like I had to there. It was almost an obligation at that point.
Morning.
But yeah, felt pretty good. And Monday morning, this morning weighed in at 95.9. So I've gone under that 96 threshold.
Great.
Which
Well
is
done.
nice. But
positive.
What does that leave you? What does that leave you to do in 1 week?
I've been Googling a bit about the UFC and boxing and weight cuts and the rest of it, and it's doable. Mm-hmm. It's going to be tough. I'm talking so my lunch today was I had 2 very wafer-thin small chicken schnitzels, and that's it.
Chicken snitties.
And I'm going to be really struggling this week. Don't have a game on the weekend, so I got nothing to eat for other than to train. But I got enough fat to burn, and then I won't eat it all on the weekend. I'm not going to drink water on Saturday or Sunday. Going to go close to death, but I'll get there.
I'll keep this tight. I weighed in 6 minutes ago.
Yep.
I had all my clothes on. That's the only excuse I have. I started at 107.8. I was 107.7.
Hey, you lost 100 grams. Mate, you've done
In
it.
10 weeks. No, but
I maintain I have lost weight.
no. Well, the thing
Yeah.
for you, and you're going to be the big one next week. I mean, I'm going to have to lose 6 kilos, which
Am I
will be
going to
tough.
be the big one literally? Or
Yeah,
am I
no, but what will happen is you'll weigh in the morning, because you've done every weigh in at night. You're going to weigh in the morning. Naked. You'll have pissed and you'll have shit, and you won't have had dinner beforehand. You'll be a big loss next
So
week.
you got to lose about 9 kilos in a week.
Yeah,
I'm going to lose. No, I have to lose.
you got to
9.9 kilos.
You got to lose a full 10. You got to drop a green plate off your
I
back.
was trying to, when you price something at 99
Anyway, that's
cents.
Fat Chat. If you want to get involved, it's on Discord. You can find that the link to that on our Instagram, BackChat_.
Yep.
Yep, there we go. All right, Hammer, tell us about what you're doing on Saturday night. You weren't drinking beers.
No, I didn't drink any beer
You
Saturday
were
night.
bloody being community based.
Yeah.
Yep,
I
I was.
bloody loved it.
Yeah, shit, yeah, I was.
Tell them what you did.
So Saturday, when was it? It was probably a month or so ago on the podcast. We had someone reach out and say that the boys at the Kalamunda Tigers were going to get their Net 24 fundraiser going again. Last year, the under 11s boys did it, and it was 24 hours in the nets to raise money. Wow. Doing it again this year, and I said if the dates match up and I don't have football the next day, I will do the graveyard shift.
You made a commitment.
Made a commitment, 2 to 3 a.m. I'll be out there bowling thunderbolts.
Got to be honest, didn't think you'd do it.
Well, I knew I was going to do it. I went to bed at 9 o'clock Saturday night, had the alarm set for 1 o'clock Sunday morning, got up, went out to Kalamunda, documented it all on my Instagram, went out there, and the boys were stoked to see me. The boys was everyone
get around you?
Everyone was awake. Everyone was happy. There's a few swags and stuff out, boys, to sleep throughout the day.
The setup looked great.
Setup was
I followed it on
excellent.
social.
They had like a little roof.
Yeah, they had a little roof up there. They had
Christmas
fairy
lights
lights. They had lights everywhere. It was awesome.
Was the site good? Was it?
Yeah, you could see bowling. Batting I'd get to.
Okay.
Got in there and they said, Hammer, you're batting. So I checked the board. My name was on the 2 to 2:30 slot with the bat. So I grabbed the bat. No pads, no nothing, just went straight down there.
Wow.
And the kids were bowling pretty reasonable rocks, and they had the white balls, but because they played during the day, they had a couple of dark red balls too. And so a few of the kids got the dark red balls out and were bowling, not quick, but bowling pace from a very blackened area at the back there with a ball that I just could hardly see.
So no side screen, obviously.
No, I'm picking the ball up about a foot away from me. Shit, it was fun. So I set the camera up behind the stumps, had stump cam going, got clean bowled a couple of times, front foot no ball, so don't worry about it. Anyway, the kids were loving it. I was mucking around, hitting bombs, and then I went into bowl. couple of there's rubber balls and then there's the hard balls. The kid came in with full pads on, so I was allowed to bowl a bit quicker at him. Steaming in, bowling in bounces and all the rest of it. This little kid, his name was, what was his name? His name was Sawyer, and he was the youngest one there, tiny little fella. I'm bowling at this kid, and he goes, Hammer, are these the thunderbolts that you were talking about? They're not very quick. So great. Then I've had to start really winding up, and I'm hurting my side. I'm straining everything to bowl quick. But in the meantime, the blokes there, all the parents are still awake and whatever, and have been on the cans for 15 hours. And so, you want a beer? Yeah, okay, no worries. Yep. Anyway,
so that's where the beers came from?
That's where felt like Sunday morning, 2 to 3 a.m. was the perfect time to have 4 beers. So I thought I may as well do that. And then I stuck around for an extra half an hour to bowl at the next kid that was coming in. And then we got a group photo and away I went. But I think they've raised just shy of 20 grand, 19,500 at the moment.
Tip them over 20 grand.
Yeah, tip them over 20 grand if you can, guys. They're trying to get to 30. Plenty of time to still donate. But it'll be much bigger and better next year. And Dan will be there. I'll give you the pledge right now, 1 year in advance. Dan Const will be there.
Yes, I left the wedding at 1:30 and I was very tired.
A lot of excuses.
Heaps of excuses. Just get there next time.
I was interstate.
It was bloody good fun. I loved every minute of it. It was great fun, and I'll be there again next year.
How did you feel the next day after bowling? Because I imagine you're not out the nets very often.
Nah, very, very sore. My neck was sore. My side was sore. I had to get up to go and watch the East Perth Resi's practice game. So I was up at sort of 8:30 anyway. But
good on you.
I mean, talking about East Perth, we're sitting alongside
royalty.
What genuine royalty. We got the waffle. We got East Perth waffle captain, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah,
right?
thank you very much.
Co-captain, really good.
Co-captains, me and Christian Amajuri.
Positive news on the podcast.
Yeah, heaps of positivity
getting around us, and then we got a captain of waffle team.
Yeah, captain positivity.
What does that mean? You get any? Does that change anything you do?
Nah, not really.
Start
not
setting a good example on weekends, perhaps.
Yeah, well, I'm leading the charge socially. Yep.
Yes.
Great.
Helping for social contribution. But not a lot changes.
Well done, mate.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Great effort.
You ever captained a team before?
I captained the West Coast Waffle.
Okay, perfect.
Cool. Let's stay in cricket. This isn't usually
Cool.
Well, we're talking about the present, right?
Yeah, we are talking about the present.
We're going to stay with.
Probably should have known that.
We're going to stay with cricket as well. This absolute debacle of a video has been released today by
Steve
none other.
If we get copyrighted by Steve Smith here, I'll be absolutely flat. I mean, he deserves to hold no ownership whatsoever about what he has put out here.
I'm just going to get it to the start of this video.
I'm just talking over so you can actually sort your shit out.
It's a bit disappointing because he would have been paid a lot of money to say exactly this, and I feel like it would have hurt him.
If you can do yourself a favour, have a look on Twitter or any social media and just have a look at the performance that Steve Smith puts together here for the people of India.
Namaste, India. I've got some exciting news for you. I'm joining IPL 2023. Yes, that's right. I'm joining an exceptional and passionate team in India.
I promise.
Namaste, India.
I can't do it again.
I've got some exciting news for you. I'm joining IPL 2023.
So the problem with this, I love the video. He doesn't blink an entire time.
There has to be a gun
There has
to be a gun in his head.
It has to be. There's awkward pauses at the wrong times. So he's obviously reading off a script, but surely though he reviews that and goes, "That's no good."
That's shit out.
You asked the question. He doesn't say who he's playing for.
Yeah, he just said. What does he say at the end?
I'm playing for an exceptional franchise.
Yeah,
it's a teaser video. Namaste. I'm very excited. Everybody, just listen to how excited I am.
You want to know what team I'm playing for? Come back next week.
At least
Stay
teaser.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned for this.
We'll be back after these news headlines.
Australian Test captain has been shot after he was failing to deliver a message.
Deliver the message
by the
properly.
Indian Cricket Board.
I hope there's a good reason why it was like that. I'll put it out there.
He just would have got paid a lot of money to say exactly that.
Yeah, okay.
That's my opinion.
More positive news. Let's just keep rolling out.
Yeah, back on the positivity train. Come on.
Positive news.
This is a little drive-by.
Little drive-by. We got some new merch dropping.
Merch drops.
Go have a look. backchatpodcast.com.au/merch. You may have seen it come up on our social channel, but just go have a look. It's very good.
King's the big game. Great merch.
Yeah.
Can't wait to rock some.
I'm not sure we need to do anything else for you there.
No, but we have got our returning segment from last week. Thanks to Tina.
You're Swimply the best.
That was Tina, by the way.
Absolutely, it was.
That was
Tina.
the draft cut from Tina.
Yeah.
So Swimply the best is our segment thanks to Swimply, basically the Airbnb for pools. So if you've got a pool in your backyard, you want to list it so someone else can come and pay you to swim in it, or you want to go swim in a pool and you don't have one, go on to Swimply.
Look, Swimply has their own marketing team to write their own, captions and things like this. But basically, you got a pool, you want a pool. Swimply's the place to go. Download the app, get in the pool, get someone else
Exactly.
a pool.
It writes itself, that marketing.
absolutely.
Have you registered your pool yet, Dan?
No, but I have to do
You're
it
the worst
before.
sort of guy, aren't you?
No, it's fine.
Just the worst sort of bloke.
Well, mate, I've
right.
still got time to do it. So
I will say,
April 1st.
I went around to Dan's house during the week. He left something here, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to venture out to where Dan lives. A little bit of a drive, not as much of a drive as I thought it was going to be. His house is set up for Swimply. I'm
Absolutely.
not even slightly joking. He's got a side access gate. You can lock the rest of the house off. You got a barbecue.
Yep,
You've
pizza
got
oven.
like a
Pizza oven, wow.
What is that thing on the side of the pool? Like
Oh,
it's
like a bommy board.
A
There's like
gazebo. There's a bommy board. There's a bommy
Wow.
board.
There's
There's
a
genuinely a
gazebo.
deck set up.
there's a slide going
There's a-
into the pool.
It's
the perfect Swimply pool.
If Swimply was picking out somewhere to marquee it,
Pool of
Yeah,
the year.
the pool of the year, Dan
that's it.
Const.
right? So
Rash
Swimply
vests only.
So if you do have a pool, rash vests only. There's a sign on the door.
Yeah.
You can't come in without a rash vest.
Beware of sun.
If you do have a pool, you've got until the 1st of April to register. Why do you laugh here?
Keep
Because
going.
Dan's going to forget.
No, I've got something to tell you. Keep going.
$200 cash back. Cash in your pocket.
Yep.
If you register your pool before April 1st, there's some terms and conditions. They're on our socials. You can find them over there.
Yeah.
If you sign up and use BackChat23, you get $30 off your first use as well. So, once again, I don't know how much more we can give you to get on board
No,
with Swimply.
not a whole lot.
Look
Free
after
money,
'em.
not free pools, but cash back on your first pool.
Exactly.
Please.
Look after them.
The thing I was smiling about, and I wasn't going to talk to you guys about this, but I got to bring it up because you brought up the rashies. So my parents came over the other day,
And
and
they bought me another rushy.
no, so
And they were wearing rushies.
funny you should say that. So I was
Okay.
talking to my mum and dad. I look at my dad, Dino, like stellar guy, like big fan of Dino.
Mate, Dino is like
And
an
he's wearing
advanced-
this white top, and I'm like, Dad, are you wearing a rashi? And he goes, yeah. I said, why are you wearing a rashi? And he just wears it sometimes.
No, he
No
doesn't.
way.
He
I don't
doesn't.
believe that for a
does.
second. You don't just wear a rushy.
I know.
He said he goes for a walk every morning. He said sometimes it's a little bit too cold, but it feels nice to wear a rashi, so he wears
What?
a rashi. So he just sometimes reps a rashi.
Dino.
So we know that the.
I didn't know.
The apple
It's in
doesn't
my
fall
DNA.
far from the tree.
Thank you.
There we go.
So,
Brilliant. Okay,
That is
so
just fucked.
we know.
That is seriously. There's no other way to
We love
put
Dino.
that. We love Dino.
Dino. Big fan.
We've never met him,
You
but
can't
Dino.
You can't be ruled.
Come
out.
on.
yeah, okay. My mum said he just likes to pretend like he's gone swimming. Okay, so
What a thing to like pretending to do.
okay, so Swimply the best is the 3 greatest moments from the round.
round, yep.
And you guys get to vote up them.
Round 1 winner.
Round 1 winner was Darcy Moore for his incredible
Course it was.
tackle in the goal square.
I voted for
On
him.
Ollie
Yep.
Henry. I'll see you later, Ollie.
See you later,
See
mate.
ya.
Catch that.
You want to play against us? You want to leave us? Go pay down the cattery? Bang! See you
Cop
later.
that.
Darcy Moore's here, the skipper.
Okay, so we got 3 new moments for everyone. So we'll put this out on social media tomorrow. You can vote on it. So
We can have a little bit of discussion about each moment as well.
moment 1, lights going out at the Gabba.
Did you see this, Hammer?
I was watching Angus was playing. He kicked the lights out. Angus had the last kick. And it missed.
great.
There was an angle where you saw from behind where the kick went. It landed about 1.5 meters short. It was a shit kick. Kicked the lights out.
What do you reckon the split second happens? Like, how much further did you reckon the play goes on? Like, you're not expecting the lights to go out.
I'm pretty sure the bloke took the ground ball. Can't remember who it was, but picked the ball up, and then it was like, what happened? I thought when I was watching it, I didn't know the lights. I didn't see the lights go out straight away. I thought it was like something had fallen in front of the 7 camera.
Like cut off.
Something had cut off half the 7 camera. I was like, oh shit. But yeah, Uncle was commentating. Oh no. And Angus missed the kick.
Oh, no. Look, I saw some good clips of the
Undertaker. That was
Yeah.
piss funny.
Brilliant.
Very good.
That was
Okay,
great fun.
so that was
You like
moment.
that? Moment one?
That was moment 1. Moment 2, Tom Papley's mark inside 50.
Sorry, it's just a funny detail to add. Mark, inside 50.
Yeah, inside
Did
that
you see
50.
Tom Papley's hanger?
No, didn't say it.
Seconds ticking
Did
down.
you see Himmelberg's hanger from the Swimply the Best last week?
Yep, better than that.
Better than that.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
Gotta
big.
go and see
It's
it then,
big,
sure.
And he's pissing it. It gets down and he's pissing himself laughing.
Yeah,
All the
okay.
Sydney blokes are high-fiving each other. Not even him. High-fiving each other. It's hilarious.
Okay, I'll watch
very
it.
good.
It's hilarious.
And moment 3 is the
and it
Nick-
is inside 50.
It is inside 50, yeah. And then moment 3 is Nick Dacos's goal, which started from, I think, Pendlebury kicking it, and the ball dribbled about a centimetre within the boundary line. Everyone stopped for a second. No one knew really what was
You seen
happening.
this, Hammer?
They thought
Yeah,
it went
mate.
out.
Have you heard BT's commentary on it?
Oh,
On
I think so.
Triple M? We're going to have to pull that up probably if it does win. It is all-time commentary.
Yeah,
so
it's very good.
BT starts losing his mind.
Yeah.
Right. If you can find it over there, Charlie, I don't know, but it is hilarious.
It's very good.
Yeah. Anyway, so
Yep.
they're the moments. It was
And
unreal.
and then there's like a couple of hand passes. Dacos breaks a tackle, runs into 50.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Brilliant goal.
When's he? Someone's got to start tagging the kid, don't they? Surely. Anyway,
you would think
Yep.
so. Does he play in the back line? People say he plays on a half-back flank. He's not playing back line, mate.
yeah, he's a half-back flank, but
I
like
don't think he is.
he's not. Yeah,
He's
There you
not-
go. So they're the three
not
moments.
he's not winning the Backman of the Year. To put it that much. Oh, actually, yeah. Speaking of, and this is how I know that we've got the best Backman's Award, the bounce after the game. The Golden Fist
Yes.
used to be the pinnacle of defending awards,
Yes.
and I mean, I can't imagine Spud would have been happy with the 3-vote getter on the weekend. Nick Dacos got the 3 votes.
No,
Bernie
see,
Vince gave Nick Dacos
no,
the 3 votes in the
that's-
Golden
no,
Fist
no,
Award.
no,
Wrong,
no.
Bernie. Bernard, unfortunately, that's not
No.
what the award was designed for. I know they've gone astray on that. That's fine. That's not your award
You can't
anymore.
just give the award to someone whose like position is
Yeah,
technically
who's
called
he's
in the
half-back
back
flank and he's had 30 and kick 2. Sweet. Well,
That's
the best
disappointing,
backman of the year no longer gets the Golden Fist. Used to be that, not anymore. Now they're going to win our award, which is a lot better.
We're going to have to do that.
Yes. Okay. There you go. There are 3 moments. Have a look on socials tomorrow. Have a vote. And yep, Swamps, sign up to Swimply. There's an app as well. All right. Let's talk about tipping. A huge week for tipping. If you a bit of a bounce back for me. I had a good week.
Did ya? What'd you get?
I think I got 6.
That's actually really good.
Yeah, and I think I jumped up about 100 positions on the BackChat tipping
I
competition.
also got 6.
Did you? I think I got 4.
I
Yeah.
got 1 the week before. So
Yeah,
I
that
think
was
I've
shit house.
improved from there.
So
I got
you-
6. I'm back in business.
So last week was a horrible week, but Mosh's Mud Crabs won with 8. He got 8 right last week.
Wow.
And every week we're giving away a weekly prize. Do you know what
That's
that is,
right.
Hammer? I don't know how more positive this podcast can get. We are
much
giving
positivity.
away
I should have bought my hat, the Captain Positivity hat.
$250 voucher at the Canfield every week. How about that?
Yeah.
Pretty bloody good, isn't it?
That's a
$250.
shitload of pints.
I mean, we're giving $2,000 cash at the end of it. So imagine if you win every week and then $2,000. Dan asked me this question. He said, do we need to put some sort of term and condition in it that you can't win every week? And I said, absolutely
No,
not.
God, no.
If you're good enough,
if you're the best tipper every week and then you win, you're just rich.
I
Cheers.
can't do the maths.
Just rich.
24 rounds, $250 each at the
And
Canfield.
that's
plus
6 grand, I think, plus the Canfield. 8 grand.
Great. Plus
Very
the
good.
$2,000. Thanks for coming.
So Mosh's Mud Crabs won that last week with
Well
8
done, Moshe.
picks. The only one he got wrong was Hawthorn Essendon. He picked the Hawks.
Which is outrageous.
This week,
That's a silly pick.
we had someone else get 8. Actually, we had 2 people get 8 this week.
Wow.
But one person guessed the correct margin. So that's how we're going to differentiate the 2.
Shout out to Judge Shanks, who was the winner. That was Peter with 8.
Yep.
But also a shout out Angie. She got 8. She missed the margin by 1 point.
1 point.
Peter hit it on the knocker.
Yeah.
There's some good tipping for you.
It's
Bloody
bloody good
hell.
tipping.
What did they get wrong? Do we know?
We do, but can I tell you what it is right now?
Yep.
No.
Okay.
I'll have a look for you.
You have a look.
$250 Canfield voucher.
You'd think it was Freo, wouldn't you?
There's almost like
They would've tipped Freo.
there's almost something I can perfectly do after this tipping segment that I could perhaps be doing something while we're not talking about here.
Yeah, we're going to have another word about our new partners, Fleet Network.
Question for you, boys. Looking to save thousands on your next car and bundle your running costs? Look no further than Fleet Network, if that's the case.
Yeah, definitely.
Where was the question?
Okay, great. Fleet Network are Australia's novated leasing specialists, helping thousands of individuals and businesses secure great deals on their vehicles each year. I reckon both of you tick both of those boxes.
I sure do. Yep, yep, yep.
Individuals, businesses, well, at least you know what it is. Through a Fleet Network novated lease, Australians can use their pre-tax dollars to pay for a new or used car and all its associated running costs.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Do you know what running costs are, Dan? I'm going to give them to you, right? That means you pay no GST on essentials such as fuel included, insurance included, registration included, servicing included, even new tyres.
I hate paying for all of those things.
You know what? I know you hate those things. Do you know what you like? More money in your back pocket.
Absolutely.
That's what Fleet Network does for you. What's more, they'll source your choice of car from their nationwide supply network and negotiate exclusive discounts. Have an old car you want to trade in? I know you do, Hammer. I saw what
I've got
you're
an old
driving
car, but I don't want to trade it in. But
Okay,
continue. Let me see
okay.
what they're offering.
Okay, Fleet Network can handle that too. Simply drive your old vehicle in, drive away with a dream car. They'll sell your old car for you and maximise the trade value. You can't tell me you don't want that.
Yeah, well, the Beatsy's
sounds
priceless.
Okay, thank you very much. As novated leasing and salary packaging experts for more than 25 years, Fleet Network will make your move to novated leasing simple and stress-free. Getting started's easy, Hammer. Don't worry about it. Contact Fleet Network today or visit their website, www.fleetnetwork.com.au, and feel the freedom of novated leasing.
Very good. All right, BlueBet. Now, Hammer.
I found it.
Yeah,
before I
go for it.
Well,
What did
yeah,
they
before
tip?
we do
What was their
BlueBet.
incorrect tips?
I don't know. Did Essendon win?
Essendon did win.
Did Sydney win?
Sydney
North
won.
Melbourne win?
North Melbourne won.
St Kilda?
St Kilda won.
Richmond?
Richmond won.
Carlton?
Carlton won.
Melbourne?
Melbourne lost. Melbourne lost. There you go.
Melbourne
They lost to
lost.
Brizzy.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, that was Peter. That was his incorrect
There we
tip.
go.
Pete, well
Tell you
done.
what,
Not a bad effort.
Now piss off. We're doing BlueBet.
All right, fair enough.
You've been good though.
Yeah, thanks, Hammer. All right, so we had a very fun week last week. We went something very different. Probably the only place in Australia that you're going to get.
Not probably. We contacted BlueBet, and we carry on about backmen here, right? And we've been doing BackChat bets for a year. We like what we do with them, but we wanted to make it a bit more us.
Yeah.
And I said, why don't we just do it on spoils? Like, seriously. I'm sick of getting like midfielders touches, like whoop-de-doo. Why don't we get a market up betting for spoils? And we went to BlueBet, and they said, no, you can't do that.
You're crazy.
And we were like, oh, gosh. 20 minutes went by,
Yep.
got another email.
We got
Actually,
it.
boys,
Sorted.
we sorted it
Yeah.
out.
So good, so good. It's like the thing that we love about working with BlueBet. We do lots of different stuff with them, lots of fun stuff. And so this week, just gone by,
Yeah.
we
so-
put together
Yeah.
the ultimate backman multi, right? So
I'll tell you where we went wrong.
yeah, we'll get there at the end. Let's start positive.
Okay.
Okay. So let's say all the people that we wanted to get 5 spoils. Buckley, how many did he get?
No, let's talk about the backman. So Jack Buckley,
Yep.
who was the backman of the year round 1 winner.
Yes, 3 votes.
We wanted these guys to get more than 5 spoils each.
Okay.
Jack Buckley, 5+ spoils. He had 9. Tick.
Yes. No, he had 6, according to
Who cares?
what you
Tom
said.
Barras.
Yep.
He had 9.
Yes.
We wanted him to have more than 5. Tick.
Yep.
Alex Pearce, he's the captain of the club. Reckon he can get 5 spoils?
You'd
of
hope
course
so.
he can. He got 5 exactly.
Great.
Griffin Logue, we've had him on the podcast.
I backed him in for backman of the year.
Reckon he can get 5 spoils?
Of course.
7.
Huge.
Tick, 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 tick. So that was good. We probably should have not got
Yeah,
greedy.
probably should have got. Yeah, stop there.
This market was up for $16. It was paying 16-1.
Yep.
$10 max bet, so you can't blow your load on it, which is good. I then got a little bit excited, and I thought West
You got
Coast
greedy.
and Fremantle were going to win. Like, I don't know if that's outrageous. Maybe Fremantle could get the job done at home. Charlie and Damo, I mean, Fremantle fans over there, you're sitting alone, having a good chuckle to yourselves over there. What the fuck is going on? Because West Coast get the win. Let's just say that West Coast win. Kings of the big game. That's all you need to say. Fremantle lose by a point. We lose the multi by a point. $16. Do you have apologies to make to people who listen to this podcast as Fremantle fans?
We'll bring it up at the next meeting.
Okay, thank you very much. Charlie?
It's just an absolute shit show.
I know it was a shit show, mate. I was watching. What do you got to say for yourselves?
I'm angry. I'm pissed off.
He's angry. He's pissed off.
Okay,
Just
thank you.
okay.
That's it.
Thank you, boys.
I guess when you're that angry, there's not much else to say. Just angry and you're pissed off.
I'm angry and pissed off
Yeah.
as well. You just blew our BlueBet multi.
Yeah,
Back
that's
chat
right.
by BlueBet, we lost it, and
Yep.
I'm not putting Fremantle in it for the rest of the year. You're not getting another Guernsey.
Yeah, great.
I'll,
All right.
I'll back you Backman in. All right, I'm happy to put Coxie in there. Happy to put Piercy in there. Happy to put Ryan in there.
Well, we don't want to be little shit-ass bloody multi anyway.
Well, you've done it for yourselves. You're not in it. Done. See you later, Fremantle. Sort your shit out and start winning some games.
All right, we'll come for you next week, BlueBet.
Okay,
So I'll
thank you
get
very
Hammer.
much.
He can come back because we've got another huge thing to talk about right now.
Right, which is what? Which is the BackChat Backman Award. So, so Hammer's spoken about this, and this is in respect of the backmen around the
That's
competition,
right.
and the Golden Fist was a great award, but
to
clearly
be
it's not
back.
being respected over.
No,
there.
Not being respected at all.
BackChat Backman Award, where we respect backmen. I mean, if you have to put a tagline to it, that's probably it.
We respect Backman.
So last week we gave you a bit of a
Yep.
authority over who got the votes. You gave it to your best mate Jack Buckley, and
I did.
thought, oh, just a bit of favouritism. Well, you know what? This award may already have a name. It may be the Jack Buckley Award because he
Oh,
not
yeah.
only has he shown the respect it deserved, he's shown appreciation, and he's put a video together for us.
shit, it was
Go and have a
humour.
look over socials. Look, I don't think it was humour, Hammer. I thought it was really
Perfect.
heartfelt. I
Yeah.
thought he bloody loved it.
Yeah, he did, mate. It obviously, I called him after. I called him and I was like, mate, I've got, like, are you sitting down and are you wearing socks? Because one, you're going to fall over, and two, they're going to come off. Mate,
Blowing
you've
your
got,
socks
I'm blowing your socks up. You got your 3 votes. And I obviously said, well, what are you talking about? I
No,
said,
he didn't.
And
No,
then
he
I
didn't
explained to him the award, and by the end of it, he was in tears. And it was one of the great moments we've had in 25 years of friendship.
I would think so.
Yeah, mate, he was really, really happy with that, and as he should be.
So we'll go forward at the moment. We'll refer to this as the Jack Buckley Award. Now, if someone wants to do a better job than Jack, then I'm happy to rename it. But right now, it's the Jack Buckley. It's not the memorial trophy.
Yeah.
It is the Jack Buckley Award.
Yeah, it's not in perpetuity. It'll be until he gets back.
A couple of
until he
things on
gets
this.
knocked
We
off.
don't need to tell you what there is.
There's a
criteria?
secret criteria.
There is criteria, but
Of
it's
which
a
I'm not
secret.
sure.
It's the KFC secret herbs and spices.
Yeah,
if
I like
you do
it.
know what it is, let us know.
Not sponsored by
it's
KFC,
not
though.
secret if you know what it is. If you know what I mean.
That's right. All right, I'm going to give you 3 names. They're all equal top 3 people. So, Hammer, you get to pick the 3, 2, 1. All right?
Sure.
Here we go.
Hope Jack's in there again.
All right. Person
It's
1.
like Jack Buckley, Jack Buckley, Jack Buckley.
That's a good question.
All right.
Yeah, go for
Here's
it.
your 3 names: Sam Collins, Tom Jonas, Adam Tomlinson.
Jeez, I tell you what, there's some backmen there. Mate.
Well, I mean,
There's no Nick
backmen.
Day. Nick Dacos is not getting a look at
Yeah.
this. I'll just
Now-
let you know right now.
so say those names again.
Okay. Sam Collins,
Collins,
Tom Jonas,
Tom Jonas,
Adam Tomlinson.
Adam Tomlinson.
Well, I mean, if anyone remembers back to when this segment was announced, I said Sam Collins would win the thing. So he gets your 3 votes.
Good.
There you
We
go.
like it.
I
Thank you
like
very
it.
much.
Sammy gets your 3 votes.
Colo, we love
Colo
Colo.
gets the 3 votes there. Oh, I do like Tom Jonas, but I'm going to give the 2 to Tomlinson.
Wow.
Don't know. Just feeling it on a whim here. And then Tommy Jonas gets you 1 vote.
Okay, very good.
Brilliant.
Captain of the club, Tom Jonas. Tom Jonas. He is still, isn't he?
Yeah, it
Port
could
Adelaide?
be. Not that I haven't heard anything different
I believe
come
he
out of
is.
the Port
I
Adelaide
believe
camp.
he
Okay.
I'm going to do a little bit of digging tonight because I think I've already got the. I think I might know what the criteria is, but who? Hey, who cares?
Very good.
And Tom Jonas is captain.
Shout out to Tom Barras, who was
Yeah,
unlucky
honorary-
not to get in the votes.
Honorary mention to
Yeah.
Tom Brass. Yeah. Big 9 spoils from him.
Talking
Huge.
about big things. I mean, this has just been a positive podcast. Coming up on the podcast Wednesday, your guest, Liam Duggan. What's his nickname?
Schumer. Liam Schumer Duggan.
So he tells a story at the start of this chat event. Hamish gets a mention.
Yep.
And he says, so his old man's nickname is Schumer.
Yep.
And I just talked to him a little bit about that. And he said, well, actually, Hamish Brayshaw sort of knew of the family and knew us growing up and used to call me Schumer. He called me Schumer so much that people started calling you Schumer.
Yeah, people thought it was my name, so people started calling me Schumer. But myself, Peter Staples, and Trevor Nisbet are the only ones at the footy club who call him Schumer.
Well.
But yeah, because of his old man, Mr. Duggan Schumer.
Yes.
But yeah, Liam Schumer Duggan, what a tremendous man he is.
Got some good stories. We go in depth about the Captain's Day photo.
Oh,
I'm talking
yeah.
in depth.
In depth, I like it. I'm not sure.
You want to know how that happened? We go in depth.
I'm not sure if you'd noticed this in your chat with him, but he has got the most perfectly spherical head. It's like a toe ball on the end of the car, just perfectly, just
Really?
sculpted,
Nice and round.
beautifully round. Yeah,
Follow us on YouTube to find out how round Liam Duggan's head is.
That's right. That's why you go to YouTube.
All right, time for this.
Yeah, all right, let's go.
You said it, we read it.
Brought to you by Leaderville Cameras. All of the gear we use here on the podcast is brought to you by Leaderville Cameras.
Yeah, it
we
is.
buy it at Leaderville from Lydio. Go in there, tell them you're from BackChat, you get a discount. You don't get to fight Lydio. He's a little bit sensitive because Lydio, I mean, he's a black belt.
Yeah.
Right? That's why we talk about Lydio
Legit.
fighting Dan.
and he's going to kick the shit out of Dan. It's going to be great.
No,
Everyone's going to come and watch.
I'm going to do a bit of training.
Yeah.
Microphones, lights, cameras, cords, everything you need. Anything you need.
Binoculars.
Podcast. Binoculars.
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 Footy season's now in full swing. If you're one of those people that like to take binoculars to the footy, go to Leaderville Cameras. He'll sort you out.
All right, you said we read it where you send us emails to hello@backchatpodcast.com.au and Dan attempts to read them.
That's right.
attempts.
First one,
This one's from Nino.
Nino Caramada.
So it's not...
No, not Dino. Nino. It's his brother. Hey, lads. I'm just putting out there some feelers for when the next Beers with BackChat is. I'm in Perth, by the way. If Lydio can't wrestle Dan, I'm willing to put my hand up and wrestle Dan. And if it's a sweetener to you, Dan, I only weigh 65 kilograms, so you have an advantage on me. Keep up the good work.
A little bit of a drive-by. From
I'm
Nino.
working on it, Nino. Trying to get down.
Beers with BackChat. I mean, Hammer's just said he's off the beers.
I am.
He's having
Only
sparkling
until
water over
Monday.
there.
Only until Monday the way, and then I'm back on him. Back in a big way too.
Back in a big way.
Next Beers with BackChat. We don't have it scheduled in. Happy to have beers with anyone
Yeah.
at any time, really.
Yeah, we'll make it happen in the next few months.
Okay, thank you, Dan.
Guaranteed.
Giving yourself a nice window there. Just in the next few months.
Yeah, Dan doesn't like committing to things. Peter Kemp.
Browsers. G'day, boys, and Hammer. I'll keep it short and sweet.
Yeah, it's because I'm a man. I like that.
Firefox,
Well done, Peter.
Firefox is to Safari what shelters are to Emu Export.
Thank you.
And Dan, if you use Brave on your computer, why wouldn't you use it on your phone as well, so that your bookmarks, search history, etc. can sync? Not mouse behaviour, but certainly nuffy behaviour.
Thank you very much, Peter. So this is in reference to us talking about internet browsers last week. You weren't happy with Firefox being on my...
No, I wasn't.
Right.
You
And
use-
you weren't,
sorry.
and you used Brave.
Brave,
Yeah,
yeah.
you use
God,
Brave.
You're going to be the only person on the planet that uses Brave.
Well, if I just open a new tab on Brave, it says 99,914 trackers and ads blocked. So
Well,
thanks,
you're
Brave.
a legend and go and fuck. Yeah.
Thanks, Brave.
Yeah. Dan's a legend and go and fuck yourself, Pete.
All right, this is from Shavi Tuppy-Ass. Hey guys and Dan, just wanted to hear Scully's insights, if we could, about what kind of vision or review there is when some guys have breakout games. I think that was the best game for multiple players at West Coast, SPS, Jermaine Jones, and probs Snake Waterman as well.
Yep.
But the one guy that jumped off the page was Noah, long may he reign. He had some of the cleanest hands and touch in close and getting tackled as a little bloke. And his class on the outside to tell both Gaff and I think Dom Sheed
Yes.
Yeah, saw
at
that
one
one.
point
That was
get
great.
stuffed as they wanted cheap handballs and did it himself with some excellent ball inside.
Liked it.
Yeah, I love that.
Cripper owes him 2 beers at least for his handball receive and lead up hit. Looks like a real diamond in the rough at pick 58. I had him in my top 60 in the draft, so can't believe we got such a steal.
Okay, well, there you go.
Okay, we've got Kaltumi riding in. Definitely love Noah Long.
Sharpie out.
Little king.
He's a clean. Wait. This is broadcast on BackChat regularly. Clean, does all the footy things. He's not like this fancy, flashy player, but he gets the right spots.
Yeah.
And I love. I saw. I don't know. I didn't see the Gaff one, but the Sheeta one.
Sheeta one was excellent.
You know how Sheeta plays. He's
Yeah.
screaming
at you for a
squealing
handball.
for the ball. He's so desperate. That's why these midfielders get the pill. They're just
Yeah.
so bloody desperate to get a touch in their hands. Noah Long's looked at him and was like, "Mate, what are you?
Why
gonna
would
do
I
with
give you
it?
the ball? I'm shoulders out.
What are you
I'm
going to do
kicking.
with it?" Ran past him, by the way.
Yeah,
Sheeta
and just went,
looks like he's
see you
struggling
later.
to run
And
at
laced
the
out
best
of... Oh,
times.
did he kick it to Jake?
Absolutely.
Was that the one that went?
Laced him
Yeah,
out.
laced him out. I'll tell you what I like most about Noah Long. No nonsense haircut. You get a lot of these kids come in and shave the sides and look like a bit of an idiot. Noah Long wakes up out of bed and says, I'm looking good. Shit yeah, Noah, and goes straight to the club.
Met him first in Hippie Club. I've only met him once, and it was
Oh,
at
there you
Hippie
go.
Club.
Well, then
and
he's
he
the
was
best bloke
wearing,
ever.
he was wearing either Globes or Etnies. He was wearing Rip Curl jeans. And
Ed
he was
Hardy
wearing
t-shirt.
a double polo. I'm pretty sure that's the kit, and that
Double
sums him up.
polo.
Yeah, it
God,
sums him up.
What a
He's
guy.
excellent.
I love Noah Long, and apologies for telling you to fuck yourself before, Pete. But still piss off.
No, that's right. That's all the emails.
I apologise.
So
to
good ones.
Pete.
Oh, actually, no. Let's answer the. You got to answer the question. What sort of
Oh, yeah.
game vision is reviewed when
No.
players help out?
No, it's a real opposite effect. If you go well like that, you're not sitting in the team meeting,
Slapping each other up, yeah.
You know, absolutely,
Yeah.
yeah. Doesn't,
Okay.
doesn't happen. It's probably the reverse.
Okay.
No,
If
you
Simo-
probably have a couple of trademark clips.
Yeah.
So what if you if
It wouldn't be showing Jake kicking a goal. It might be showing Jake putting a block on for someone, or
Yeah.
you look after the
Right.
guys that play well, but you look after them in a different fashion than Jermaine Jones as well. They wouldn't show him going in and out of traffic and then kicking to someone. They'd show him defensively running and chasing someone. That's
Right.
sort of how they do it. It's like the reverse psychology thing.
Yeah.
so if your name's not mentioned, you're probably in a good spot.
If they're not talking about you behind your back and to your face, and I don't know what the saying is, so please continue.
Yeah.
All right, that's all the emails. hello@backchatpodcast.com.au. Send them in, and if they're good, we'll read them. Thanks to Leadville Cameras.
Let's be honest. This next part is probably the best part of the show. We leave it till last because we want to keep you.
My
around.
favourite by a mile.
What do we got?
Oh yeah, fines. I was waiting for a sting, and I realised we don't have a fine sting. We should make a fine sting. Yeah. Okay. Great.
Sure.
Lock it in
Yeah, you want to fucking do it?
Yeah, well, I'll make it in a couple of months.
for the next 3 to
Yeah.
12
Here's a
months.
back chat. We'll make it fine. Steve.
All right. So we're giving away. Not giving away. We're donating money to certain charities.
Dan's rattled. Everybody. You actually been so good there. Like you haven't been rattled at all this episode.
No, you've
Well, I
been
don't think
right.
I'm rattled. I said one thing. If you're going to
Two.
pick up every single word, then that's on you. You're just searching for it.
Get it right,
Men's
Dan.
Talk, Socket to Sarcoma, and Sabre, 3 charities we're donating money to. When you send in fines, we put the money up and it goes to them.
Backchatpodcast.com.au/fines if you want to do this. We want to hear your voice giving it to us. And there are a couple of credentials, criteria, I should say.
Oh,
Unwrit-
hang on. You were so rattled. You just said credentials. Hang on a second. Hang on. Roll the tape back.
Dan,
Dan,
all right.
take
Well,
it, everybody.
that's bullying, Dan. So shut up. No, there are some unwritten rules as to what you should say when you submit your fine.
can't
Dan is
tell you
just looking at me like a hawk, waiting for me to muck up. But I can talk for hours underwater with a mouthful of marbles, mate. So go and fuck yourself. Yeah, it's all about the unwritten rule. Obviously, when it comes to Dan, everyone knows that one. That's fine. The other rule is, please, you don't have to, but just say your name. If you're going to make a funny name and send it in there, just make sure you say it so that we don't have to read it.
Just spoken like a captain of a waffle team.
Spoken like a bloke
Let's go, Damo.
knows English.
Hit it.
G'day, lads, and Dan. Dixon B. Tweener Legs here. Just want to find my mate Ryan from footy. Lost his metal stud at training on Tuesday night. He proceeded to search the entire ground after training for this singular stud, all the way into the darkness when the lights were turned off and no one else was there, and was shocked at the fact that he couldn't find it in the pitch black on a pretty decent sized football field, which is pretty ambitious from his side of things. So I reckon just a $2.
Great.
But yeah, not great there.
That one dragged on a bit, didn't it?
Dixon, thank you very much.
You know what's hard is finding a way to like wrap up something. When you go in with unprepared, and
you just stop.
You keep talking.
Just when you feel you've had enough, just.
I felt like that had a lot of positive to it, boys.
Yeah,
That was a
Yeah,
very
heaps of
good
positive.
fight.
Great. They're tough to find the metal stud
Start,
on a
no.
footy ground when it's up my ass.
$2.
But
All right, let's look at this one.
G'day, Squirt and Hammer and Scoey. Jack me off here. Just a quick one this week. $2. Dan, you look like the guy from My Name is Earl. Stay out of yourselves, fellas.
Who's the guy from My Name is Earl?
is it the main character?
It's Earl.
Is it Earl?
It's Earl. It's Earl.
Wow.
So he's talking about Earl, and you do.
You
It's
do look a
great.
little bit like Earl. Yeah, I
It's
like it.
great.
Yeah, look at him.
It's really good.
Yep.
I mean, you've had a haircut this week, but I reckon you look a bit like him.
Can you look into whether that bloke went into serious drug rehabilitation? Because I
No, I
reckon he
think he
might have
did.
done. Yeah,
I think he did, yeah.
Perfect. Right.
Dan Const. Squirt.
That was from Jack Me
Yeah,
off.
thank you,
Catch
Jack.
that.
Evening, legends and Dan. It's Dixon Cider here. Just wanted to give a $2 fine for Scully. Just on the Alex Pearce Backchat episode, you've introduced him as the third current AFL captain on the footy club. But you run a podcast, mate, not a footy club, so just got that one on the chin. Thanks, boys.
I said that, did I? Is that right, Dixon? Did
You
I
must
say
have.
that? On the footy club.
How could you say the wrong thing?
Third.
How dare you say the wrong word?
Dan on his high horse.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Dixon. I'll take that on notice.
Yeah,
Thank you
you
very
will.
much. $2 in the jar.
Boys, trendsetters, legends, and Daniel. Freddie from your favourite band here, Freddie Foreskin and the Peelbacks. And I got 2 fines this week. I've got $1 for you, Dan, because last week you were a bit unhappy with your and Dan treatment. And I've just got to say, mate, if you're unhappy with it, just be better. You know, you're the host of BackChat, mate.
Yeah.
Be better.
Yep.
Live up to your mantle.
Thank you, Freddie.
Okay, show some conviction and be better. Come
like
in
it.
next week, rashy off, bare chest, maybe get down to the solarium, maybe do a fucking couple sets of bench press, mate. Just come in, looking
Freddie's
fit as a
going
fiddle
hot.
and just be better. Show the boys that you're not just a rash vest.
Yep.
That's part
My
one.
next fine, unfortunately, it's a bit of a sad one, boys. I've got $2 for each one of the Peelbacks. Okay, this week they've told me I've sold out. Got myself on BackChat, trying to do something good for the band.
Yep.
They've told me I've sold out.
Mm.
They've left me. They've peeled back, boys. They have peeled away.
Circumcised.
I'm just a
Yeah.
lone
Like
foreskin.
Hammer.
I've been cut off. I feel like a Jewish boy on his 13th birthday. It's very upsetting.
That's not
But
when they
I've
get
got a whole
circumcised, is
heap
it?
now I can just grow into.
It's really
The
Time to
bum
be
mitzvah,
my own
isn't it?
man. Watch out, you fucking idiot! Sorry, I just got cut off in traffic, boys. Fuck, it's a bad week for it. But no, yeah, $2 for each one of the Peelbacks. You know, as of this week, I'm now a solo artist. I'm scouring the globe for new band members. But I am a solo artist, so it's time to work on that career. I've got big plans. My first cover song is going to be Port Adelaide's Never Tear Us Apart. And I think I'm going to build quite an illustrious career regardless. But
He's taken full.
yeah, $1 for you, Dan. $2 for the other ones of the Peelbacks. Oh, shit, yeah.
Very good.
Well done, Freddie.
Look, it went for a long time.
Oh, didn't it? But it was good. Had good content.
You can
I like
go for
it.
a long time if you're quality.
Don't do it on the road, though, because it's probably illegal.
He was obviously a passenger.
Obviously had to have been a passenger.
Thank you, Freddie.
G'day, lads, ladies, and Dan. Today I'm finding a guy who we're just going to call Tom from my football club. So for a bit of context, I work as a sports trainer. I have been for 2 months doing 2 trainings a week, pre-season games and in-season games as well. And after the game last weekend, Tom had injured himself and I was discussing it with the head physio. And Tom said to me, "Oh, are you an intern or something?" So clearly I hadn't made the biggest impression with Tom. He is a ruckman. And he is known for being a bit slow in the head. So I do forgive him, but I'm still going to fine him $3. Cheers.
That's fair enough.
Yeah.
Well done. That's anonymous, by the way.
Anonymous.
Don't mind it because they have to protect the sanctity of the job.
Yep. Hence
right?
the anonymity.
But Ruckman, does that surprise you?
No, it doesn't surprise me in
Great
the slightest.
fine. Really
Tremendous
good
fine. I like it. Let's
Put
keep
your
it
head
rolling.
out, Tommy. Put your head out.
G'day, fellas and Dan.
Oh.
I'd just like to shout out a quick $3 fine to the Hawthorn Football Club for an absolute abysmal performance against Essendon in round 1.
Mm-hmm.
I drove 8 hours from country Victoria
Wow.
there and back to watch my team get belted by 10 goals. So, absolutely abysmal performance, boys. $3 sending your way.
It's disappointing.
Do better.
Absolutely do better. But I do appreciate keeping the fine within a restricted area.
respectable.
I mean,
area,
really, you'd like to fine them probably
20,000.
Yeah,
however much a membership costs.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Scully, what the fuck, mate? We're going to have to fine you $2 for trying to keep a straight face during McGovern's interview there. Mate, get pumped up for the boys.
Very good. I like the lot because obviously it's happening on the spot. So I interviewed Gov, Fox Footy, and I've thrown into an interview on live national television. Gov, as any good backman around the country knows, it's always the midfielder's fault. That's what I started the interview with.
I like
and Gov gave me absolutely nothing.
Donuts.
Yeah.
Stone-faced it. I even pre-warned him. I said, "Mate, I'm going to get stuck into the mid-tier." And he said, "No worries." Gave it to him. Gave me
Doughies,
nothing.
yeah.
Gave me the stock standard. "Oh, yeah, we just 1 week at a time. We love to see the midfielders get to work inside the contest and at the Firestone and the Hailstone." Blah, 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 blah.
Come on, Gov. You're better than that. That fine was probably sent in with a gut full of piss too, which I like.
Yeah, absolutely.
Scully.
Is that another unwritten rule?
Must be pissed.
Saxon.
Saxon Sounders here, and I'm finding Max Scholar for about the 5th time. And this time it's because after kicking a goal in an under-18s game, he's turned to Harley Reid, future number 1 pick, and just given him a big old shush, you know. So these cocky forwards, you know, signing all the sponsorships, you know, they just need their ego in checked a bit, you know. Bloke probably won't even get a game next week after his performance.
Yeah, that's right.
Shushing Harley Reid, but yeah, deserved at least $5 fine.
Got to be honest, don't know who Harley Reid is.
I've seen footage of him. I think he's pretty good. He's a pretty good player.
He's like Adonis of him. He's like 14 years old and he's 6'10".
I think he's I think he'll be the number 1 this year.
Right.
The number 1 pick this year.
I've seen this kid running around. Rolls around like Pendlebury, but he's like 6'5".
Yeah, he's a gun.
Yeah, he's a weapon, and he's been given the shush.
Yeah.
All right, that's all of our fines. backchatpodcast.com.au/fines. You can record them on your phone. It's super easy. You don't type them in anymore. Tell us your name, all the other unwritten rules.
Yeah, all the other unwritten rules. Everyone knows what they are. But no, that was good.
Some
I was happy with that one.
quality fines there. Very good. Keep sending them in. That's it. Lots of big things we announced today. Fleet Network,
massive,
joining our team here.
Chloe's lost 100 grams.
You've lost.
I've lost 100 grams. Hammer's the co-captain at East Perth.
Yeah, I am.
Huge. Well done.
We're giving $250 away each week for the Timpy competition.
$2,000 main prize as well.
Our backman getting spoils for the BackChat multi. We announced a Backman of the Year award. 3 votes to our man, Sammy Collins.
Yep, and so my man, Jack Buckley, and my other man, Sammy Collins, are currently in the lead on 3 votes apiece.
Is someone keeping score? Please take note of that, Charlie. Thank you.
Thank you, Charlie.
6 votes in shouldn't be too hard. It's 2 rounds in.
That's right. BackChat podcast powered by Fleet Network. You can find all the information about what we do, backchatpodcast.com.au. Follow us on Instagram, backchat__. And again, we got some merch there. You'll see it on socials as well as the website /merch. We've got a little special thing for our patrons coming up now.
But before we get there, a big thank you to our supporters and our sponsors.
That's right. Yep, where we have discount codes for all of our supporters here. Whippersnapper Whisky, Margaret Roast & Co, BlueBet, Shelter Brewing Co, Leadville Cameras, Fleet Network, and Swimply. We've got so much good stuff going on over at Patreon.
Well, get excited about it. Sitting there reading that in the world's most monotone voice. Goodness gracious, all the great sponsors. And Dan's sitting here reading them like
he's
this.
come in, he's the co-captain of the
Dan's happy with it. Just get excited, Dan, please.
He's come in, he's all hiding my...
Seriously.
Captain now.
Captain positivity. We've had the world's most positive podcast and Dan ends it on that note. Shit. Sorry.
Go have 20 beers, Hammer.
Nah, not until next week.